forward.
Spring forward. And so we are a little more, tired? I guess you slept 1 hour less,
Yeah,
right?
all that and all the cases we've been doing.
That's good to be tired because of that. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's had a restful weekend.
Saludos.
Saludos a todos. Let's see this again. Mari Duran from Chicago. If you guys can just put in there where you're from, it's actually quite fun to see where everybody is from. We had people from all over the place. So we got people from Canada, people from Kenya, a lot of people from Africa.
Mexico.
Mexico, of course.
I don't know.
Or El Paso, which is
them.
Juan Ferraro, good to have you. West Texas, Orlando, San Francisco, Chicago,
Phoenix, New York,
California,
Massachusetts,
Oregon. We can keep counting. Let's see, it's pretty amazing. New York, North Carolina, Massachusetts, Seattle, Boston, Miami, neighbors.
Daytona Beach,
Suhaili from El Paso. That's where we used to be for a long time.
North Carolina, St. Louis.
Daytona Beach, New York. It's pretty amazing. Michigan. Awesome.
We need to go up on the audio.
Okay, let's see if in here we're not. Let's see if we can put a little bit up. So we can fix the audio here. Let's see if, can you guys hear us okay? Let's see, let us know if you cannot hear us okay. We have like a command center here. It's like too many.
Sorry.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, that's our audio, not their audio.
No, I know, but this hopefully will work.
Puerto Rico,
Puerto Rico, la isla del encanto. Santo Domingo. That's awesome. Arizona.
they're saying that they can hear us.
126.
Okay. So what are we going to talk about today?
So today we're gonna answer questions. So if you guys have plastic surgery questions,
Oh, no.
you can.
Well,
You
I
can
don't think we're going to
definitely-
start that way first because there's something really cool going on. People are trying to fund my BBL. Can you just guys scoot a little bit? I have to show the people.
Okay.
I know, I'm sorry, but I have to do this.
Hey, what's that now? Hold on,
Listen,
there's
people
something-
are funding my BBL, so they're buying things online for me. This is not a joke. Gigi, are you around? You said you were going to purchase stuff online to fund my BBL. Listen,
Yeah.
do you want me to be single forever? Topaesthetics.com. You go at the corner at the right, you click on this store, and all these cool stuff appear and many more. So help me, okay, to get that discount and to get it rolling
We'll
if you
find-
don't want me to be single forever.
We give 50 cents for each purchase towards the BBL for.
How sad is that comment, huh? Can you help me out here? Look at this.
You're doing well. Keep working
look this
hard.
one.
It's gonna tell her. It's gonna last. What? It's gonna take like 2 years.
2 years. Are you listening to this? 2 years to get a BBL. Look at these cool little thermos bottles. Hot, cold. You got everything in the store. It's awesome. Log in there. Topaesthetics.com.
BBL
For my
me,
triple
please.
BBL, I'm going to be original. What did she say?
Yeah,
BBL me, please. Hey, that's a good name to fund me. BBL me, please. Okay?
That's right.
Look at
We're gonna do
this.
that.
Yeah.
All right. First question. Can we talk a little bit about how long to use the BBL pillow? And some people use it for 3 weeks, some people use it for 3 months. So, how long do you recommend?
We recommend 3 weeks. Actually, there is no studies
Yeah.
that have looked into this. So it's just like voodoo, no scientific evidence. In order to make it good studies, you're probably gonna have to do like MRIs before, right after surgery, and then maybe like 3 weeks after, and maybe like 3 months after, and 6 months, and see how much retention of fat people has, and then you can do it also. The controls, people that doesn't use a BBL pillow and people that does use it, just to see. That's usually how scientific studies should be performed in order to follow the truth. But what we go by, or at least our logic, is usually in about 3 weeks, most of your swelling is gone, and then most of the fat that it's gonna survive it'll survive. Like nothing else at that point is going to make a huge difference. Might be a little bit of residual swelling and so forth. But the truth is also like the longest you use it, or the least pressure you put in your body and your booty after surgery is the best. So yeah, I mean, you can wear it for 6 months, but it's pretty uncomfortable.
Yeah, I think 3 weeks is okay. Originally, I started recommending a little more, but patient compliance seems to drop also after 3 weeks, like you said, because
Yeah.
it's uncomfortable. So 3 weeks more if you can. You can never be too sure.
Is
But
it the same thing with the garments? How long do you wear the garments? Well, the longest you wear it, the better it is. If you can wear it for 6 months or a year, it's even better. But at least you should wear it for about 6 weeks to 2 months, because by then most of your swelling is gone, and then the garments, what it does is prevents swelling, and it helps mold the body. So that's it. There you go. Okay. Let's see. What other questions you have in there?
how long after breastfeeding can we do breast implants? Well, I don't know. I mean, we have to wait until your breasts return to their normal size. Usually that takes about a month. So I think about a month is a good answer. Some people take a little bit longer. But I think if you wait until you're no longer lactating, also that helps, because milk can have bacteria. So you have to give it at least a month, and some patients a little bit more, to make sure that your size already came back, so that we're not overestimating your size, and you're not lactating anymore. That means there's no more milk coming out of the nipple, to decrease the risk of infection.
I like people waiting 3 to 4 months, just to get complete resolution of any changes that happen after pregnancy and then after breastfeeding. So it is important, especially if you're gonna have breast surgery, right? So it's important. If you're not having breast surgery, the problem is the breastfeeding part, because you're gonna have to take medications, and you don't want to transfer medications through the milk to the baby. So that's something to consider. But in terms of really like breast procedures, then I would say 3 to 4 months is good.
Yeah. So there's two connected questions about a BBL. Is it very common for patients to have around 2 BBL? I would say it's probably not very common. Round 2 BBL can mean different things to different people. For us, it means that we've already performed a BBL and we maximize the amount of fat we can transfer to the buttocks. Now you've waited enough time to heal, and you still want to go bigger. So we have to do more lipo in other areas and transfer more fat. That would be a round 2.
Correct.
And for that, you need to wait, I think, at least a year, because we need to allow for all the fat, all the swelling to go down, for all the fat to adjust, and for the areas that have already been lipoed, if we're going to go back to those areas, to also heal. So a year is a good amount of time. There's another concept, which is a revision BBL. So revision BBL is not doing the whole BBL again. That's the round 2. Revision BBL is, maybe there's a little spot in one of your buttocks that we need to add 100 cc's more or 200 cc's more to make it even. There's a little area that needs a little more lipo. All those things could potentially be considered revisions. Those can also be done ideally a year after. So that's the difference. Revision BBL is when we're doing little things, but if you want just to go bigger, that's the round 2.
I will say also that about 20% of the patients will have a second round, at least in our practice. That's what we see. About 20% of the patients may come back for a second round, more fat transfer. And I believe it's very rare that we do a revision BBL. A lot of times what happens, and some patients see asymmetries. Those asymmetries are given mainly by the type of skin that you have. And sometimes the skin on one side of your body is a little bit different than the other side, especially in the gluteal area. So sometimes one hip is more rounder than the other one. And that is because really that difference that you're having in terms of how much your skin, changes. So that's really, and it's not going to change for having doing a second round or putting more fat a lot of times, just because it's the restriction of your skin. So that's something to clarify when patients are assessing asymmetries after the procedure.
Yeah, we have to remember that just like with breasts, you know, the buttocks are not completely symmetrical, and they're gonna be more like sisters, not twins. So expectations also count. So for patients that are recovering and may think they need something, let's wait for the whole healing and recovery process to finish. Give it about a year after the procedure, then we can talk about, if anything else needs to be done.
So I have something cool here. Look, for those of you that always ask, what is the internal bra? How do we use this? What do we do? And we have our kind of mannequin here. See, we prepare this just to show you what happens.
See if that shows it better.
This mesh is like the bra that goes inside your body when we do the internal bra. So this usually gets these tabs right here that we use it to suture this in this position right here. So we suture these tabs to your breast tissue to hold this, and then this will hold the implant. The implant will be right on top of this. So that's usually how we perform the, kind of the internal bra. And if we don't use an implant, we just use your tissue and we hold it the same way. Reductions or breast lift without an implant, this is what we do. So we put two of this and we suture into this position, and then the skin covers this. This mesh goes away. Yeah.
So think of it as an internal bra, which is the other term we use for it, and it provides support, added support to your tissues or to the implant to prevent potentially some complications like implant bottoming out or your breast sagging again after some time. So it adds longevity to your procedure, and it's a good investment.
Yeah, I don't know if I call it complications. It's just something like natural pathway of everybody's. It's almost like we do 100 patients and 10% of the patients or 10 patients develop keloid scarring. Well, we close everybody the same, but not everybody has the same healing power, skin, or so forth. So some patients develop keloids or some abnormal scarring. Same thing with the breast. You put it, you can close it. The only way that we have to just ensure that the longevity it's as much as we can get you is if we use the mesh. Otherwise, impossible for us to because we rely on the quality of your skin, and we don't know the quality of your skin, what it's gonna do with the weight of the implant or the lift or even the weight of your own tissue. So if you wanna add further longevity, just ask for the internal bra. I think it's a good way to. And the mesh. The effect of the mesh lasts forever, but the mesh goes away in about 2 years. But it gets replaced by scar tissue that all acts as the mesh of your own body, which is another good thing because this mesh doesn't stay there forever. But the effect of the mesh lasts forever. So you're always gonna sag, but a lot less than you would if you didn't have the mesh.
Agree.
Next question.
Oh wow. So do we do muscle repairs with all of our tummy tucks?
Yeah, everybody that's having a standard tummy tuck or extended tummy tuck or a fleur-de-lis tummy tuck or even a circumferential body lift with a tummy tuck, everybody gets a muscle repair, and sometimes more than one.
Yeah, and sometimes even when we do tummy tucks on men that don't get pregnant, we just do a little suture to tighten it because sometimes there can be laxity there too. So pretty much all of the time, we run a suture there to bring your muscles together, give you a flatter abdomen.
And sometimes we do triple plication, so triple muscle repair in the same patient. The other day, it was so bad that I had to do it 4 times. Imagine that. Oh, wow. So that was actually what a big difference for this patient was. She had a big belly.
Okay, so...
Distended. She wasn't fat, but she was actually, very, very... she had 4 kids, so imagine that.
All right. If you had surgery, when can you go swimming? I like to recommend 21 days because there's studies that show that the skin seals after 21 days from all incisions. That's usually if you had liposuction, though. If you had something like a tummy tuck, you may want to wait a little longer, probably 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Showering is different. Showering, you're not submerged underwater, so you can usually shower even the day after the procedure. But submerging underwater, which means a pool, jacuzzi, whatever, bath or anything, you want to make sure that it's at least 3 weeks. Ideally, I think 4 to 6 for larger incisions. I don't
Yeah,
know, what's your answer?
we do the same. We like you to, for you to shower 24 or 48 hours after the surgery to keep the incisions clean, but we don't want you to submerge in water. So yeah, let's see. Can somebody ever see if we can invite? This is Vanessa Gonzalez. See if she wants to join or not. What else?
Okay, when is it okay to exercise after a mummy makeover?
6 to 8 weeks.
6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah. Okay.
Came in and out.
Yes. She left.
How often does someone lose sensation after breast surgery? I think it depends on the surgery. For breast augmentation, it is very uncommon because the nerve supply comes from underneath and laterally. It's very rich for the nipple, so we make such a little incision for breast augmentation that it's extremely uncommon. For breast lift, potentially more common, although even then, most of the times you lose sensation, it's only temporary. I don't know, what would you say?
The studies say that it's
10%,
10% and across the board, even the breast augmentation sometimes also have a very close similar rates of losing sensation. Now remember, the loss of sensation in the nipple area, it varies and it doesn't have to be complete. Sometimes it's just a partial area, and almost everyone will experience some loss of sensation initially, but that should return within weeks or months.
Okay. What items should you bring to recover at the hotel? Okay, first of all, you should come with another adult to help you during your recovery.
It's not an item.
Not an item, but it could be your item. But you need to come with someone that'll help you because even when you have a medical assistant, it's always good to have another adult in the room. That's probably the main thing. After that, most of the stuff is provided here. I would say bring comfortable clothing, personal hygiene items that you may use. And that's about it. Do you have any other recommendations?
Yeah, we will give you our accessory pack, has pretty much everything you need. Comfortable clothing and a robe or things like that helps a lot just to, move around and be comfortable, taking off the faja and coming for the post-op appointment and all that. So, but you don't have to bring much because we will provide pretty much everything else. So bring some comfortable clothing, your nice robe or two, and a companion.
Okay. So, it's called an all-around tummy tuck front and back? Yes, that's called a circumferential body lift. Another term is belt lipectomy, like a belt because it goes all around. We do it. It's very common in patients that have lost a lot of weight. In general, we define massive weight loss patients as patients that have lost more than 50 pounds, either through surgery or through diet and exercise. So yes, we perform it. And just send us your pictures and we'll tell you if you're a candidate.
Mauro is here.
Mauro
Soriano. Amazing plastic surgeon from Rosario, Argentina.
Oh, my city.
Ceci City.
Yeah.
Isn't that where Messi's from too?
Messi City
Messi
as well.
City.
Amazing.
All right.
What else?
Well,
what would we recommend for scarring for tummy tucks? We recommend to use some silicone sheeting if you have. We provide you the silicone cream. So those things most definitely you should use about a month after the tummy tucks or any breast or tummy procedures or circumferential lift or any incisions. So we'll give you the starting point, and then you can add silicone sheets to that.
okay, what happens with mammograms on someone that has breast implants? And the answer is absolutely nothing. No change at all. You can have your mammograms as scheduled or recommended by your doctor, the American Academy of Radiology, or the American Breast Cancer Academy, or whatever guidelines you want to follow, you can have them done with implants. They don't interfere. You may just need to let them know you have breast implants, but it doesn't change their technique and it doesn't affect your mammogram at all. So just go ahead and have it done.
Oja Dylan is asking, what's our job? We are divers, see? Divers. Divers, right?
I'm a BBL hunter.
Like
BBL.
nitrox, deep sea divers. Like we do all kind of wrecks and, walls and all that stuff.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about BMI requirements. There's two questions about that. First of all, what are the BMI? I guess, first of all, what is the BMI, I guess? And then after that, BMI requirements.
BMI, body mass index.
It's a ratio between your height and weight. There's a calculator online or Google that can tell you your BMI. Less than 20, you're malnourished. 20 to 25 is normal. 25 to 30, overweight. And then obesity, moderate obesity, morbid obesity in increments of 5. So what are our requirements for a tummy tuck? You have to have a BMI of 32 for a tummy tuck in order to do it safely, because complication risks with the incision go up if you have higher BMIs. So 32 for a tummy tuck. We can go up to 40 for just liposuction. And maybe for small procedures, we cannot do cosmetic surgery on BMIs over 40. Just again, it's a safety issue. So the second part of this question, if someone's BMI is 27, it says, should I do a tummy tuck or BBL first? Well, you wouldn't be able to have a tummy tuck, so you could have a BBL with a BMI of 37. That's just the liposuction with fat transfer. Hello.
Hola.
Hello, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, Dr. Palladino.
How's it going? Tell the audience a little bit of what you have done.
Okay, I did everything. So
What you did not have done then.
it's everything. It's everything. So I did a breast reduction from like a 36H to I think we're about a 36, 34D. Dr. Palladino, healing amazing. Had the tummy tuck, the muscle repair, the BBL. Yeah, everything.
How long ago was your procedure?
January 4th. So we're rounding 10 weeks now.
Okay,
That's awesome.
good.
That's awesome. How do you feel?
I feel really good. The only thing I've had going on really is a seroma. I don't know if you remember, I flew out. Like I literally caught a round trip, $60. I'm from Chicago, and I flew out just to have you come, like, look at me again. They took out the fluid in 15 minutes, and then I just got to meet everybody and see everybody again. So that was nice.
That's awesome.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Hi there. Nice to see you. Nothing counts if you don't show the results. This is like, we got to see it, baby.
So
Show us.
remember, I was telling you, you give me this new belly button, then I was just going to have to cut holes in my sweaters in Chicago just so I could show it off, right?
Let me see. Let me see. Go back a
Tank
little bit so
tops.
we can see it.
I got it.
Wow.
Yeah, you look amazing.
You look
Wow,
amazing. Very
really
natural. Very natural. Oh, wow. You look like you've been in the gym all year, huh? Look at this BBL. Can you guys look at this? This is
You
exactly
look
what I
amazing.
need.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
so good. And the breasts also look. It's
The
I mean,
breasts
it's,
look really good.
From
You
a-
look amazing.
Don't they look good now? You know.
You know, you look really natural. You look like you didn't have surgery. You look like you were in the gym.
yeah, it's
Amazing.
very very
Wow,
nice.
very natural.
10 weeks.
Yeah.
So
That's
that's
nothing.
so in 6 months you're gonna be whoa.
Wow.
Yeah,
Seriously.
because you're still a little swollen. It's gonna get better and better.
Yeah, 10 weeks is
Amazing.
yeah. Look at that. That's amazing.
Good. I don't want to show off too much, but they're really low. Look how low that is.
Yeah, that's the whole point, and that's why it's definitely amazing.
Bathing suit, you know.
Yeah, let's imagine. So when are you coming? This summer you're coming to the beach, right? Here with your new bikini.
Yep.
Yeah,
Happening. Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. A lot of times, you look amazing now. It's so much more impactful sometimes when we can show your before. That's what we do, the before and afters. We don't want to show anything private, here, but it really makes such a big difference, but you look spectacular, really.
That
And
belly button is amazing.
we did it all at once. The hotel stay
Yeah.
was really amazing. I did the full stay.
Premium stay package.
Yeah, premium package. I had some amazing nurses.
Question.
Shout out,
Sorry, did you use Expro?
I did. Oh my gosh. Like, I don't even know what it would have been like before, but it definitely helped. I would say probably the most inconvenient part or uncomfortable part was just trying to get comfortable. I think because I did the front and the back,
Correct.
right? Like trying to find that good, comfortable way to sleep and being nervous about the butt, right?
That's right.
And everything just fell into place. And then the aftercare
So-
is really important.
There's a lot of patients asking, did you did everything at once? And that's one of the things that, in our practice,
We specialize.
we do this all the time. We do all these procedures. So BBL, breast reduction and lift, and tummy tuck all at once, and it gives you that result. It's pretty amazing. And you don't have to keep coming for more surgeries and that. So I think it's definitely
Can
something.
you show us that BBL again if you get further from the camera?
She just did.
No, because I missed it. Let me see it. Man,
No,
look
she-
at that booty. That's exactly what I need.
Yeah.
You can fill out your online consultation form. We'll send you a
Dr.
quote.
Palladino just into everything. I came with like a whole menu and dream. We prayed over it. Like I'm telling you that like,
Good.
everything that I could have asked for. But I wanted something natural, and I said I wanted to hang Palladino. I need
He read your mind. Look how cute that
I know.
looks. It is amazing, and you really look like you've been working out a lot too.
No,
I'm
and
impressed.
it's balanced. It's really
Very
nice.
natural.
Like-
Very natural.
And I would say come in, one advice I would say come in, like listen to your doctor. So Dr. Palladino had suggested that I drop my BMI because I carried a lot of my weight in my stomach. If you guys saw the stomach, it was crazy. So I think we worked together to get to a place where you could give me the results that I wanted. And I think that's important for people to be thinking, like, don't just jump in it because you can. If you want to be happy with the results, you got to listen to the recommendations. And so,
Thank you. That's so true. I always say, the closer you are to your normal BMI, the best your result is going to be, because when we tie you up, we don't have to be fighting that intra-abdominal fat that you get, from gaining weight, especially after having babies and all that. So the least amount you have, the best your result, your flatter your tummy is going to be, and obviously the best results. So, and you're doing amazing. You did an amazing job. You continue to do an amazing job, and that's why you look so great. And it's amazing. And thank you so much for sharing your experience. It's important, and we can say whatever we want, but if it coming from the patients, it's what the patients want to see. It's exactly.
yeah.
What was her BMI at the time of the surgery? They're asking.
What was your BMI at the time of surgery?
So I started off when I first did my consultation with you, I was at 30, and you asked me to get below 27. And so it was like 26.3 or
Amazing.
something.
That's
I'm about
perfect.
5'8", so it wasn't
Amazing.
a ton of weight that moved it, because I'm fairly tall for a woman, but I dropped about 13 pounds before surgery.
Yeah.
13 after. I didn't lose any after, but after my surgery, it was about 10 under.
That's amazing. And listen, I think losing 5 pounds makes a big difference. Obviously, it depends on where you are, but even anything you can lose. I have patients that I review every day, and they were telling me, okay, these patients, the goal for her was like BMI of 27. She's at 30. She's going to have surgery in 2 months. Listen, in 2 months, you can definitely lose 10 pounds, 15 pounds, easy, if you run, and then you get there.
Or I literally could like grab it, and I'm a little swollen. This is where my seroma was.
Yeah.
So if you seroma is very common.
That's another great point that you made, because 90% of our patients are now from Florida, so they come and fly to us. The best thing, and seromas are the most common complication, if you want to put it like that, in this type of surgeries. So the best thing to do is actually what you did. Trips today are not that extremely expensive, and if you have to pay for this on your own in your own hometown, sometimes patients other doctors don't want to deal with these type of complications from other doctors. So if you are available to do that, just come by. We love to see you. We will definitely help you. It's easy for us. to take care of that, and then you go back even the same day if you want to. I mean, you can stay a day or two.
I did the whole day of travel. It was a 3.5 hour there, 3.5. It was fun though. I felt like a jet setter, and you guys definitely took care of me. Naughty, she hooked me up. Like we hung out for a bit. Like she's amazing.
Yeah.
Care of, so absolutely.
Well, pleasure to have you.
Questions important.
Thank you.
The thing.
Thank you so much for showing your results and for tuning in to answer all these questions for everyone. Thank you. We keep sending us your updated photos when you get the follow-up emails.
No problem. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye,
Thank
Kira.
you.
Thanks.
Adios. Oh, that's pretty amazing.
That was pretty amazing. Now, guys, listen, you're all asking for the care credit options. I'm just coming with this because it's pretty cool. As you can see, very minimalistic from an online store. If you want to fund my BBL, you already know what to do. Listen, you guys are asking about our financing options, and we want to be really like, make you like understand and not forget that the financing option that we have are really cool. We have care credit, Elfian, and care credit, the 2 first years or the first year.
Well,
Is it 2 or 1?
Yeah, you can do it. Just the plans is there. So it will give you all the plans: 1 year, 2 years, 5 years.
No, but without the interest, I mean.
Yeah, 1 and 2 years.
1 and 2 years without interest. So you almost are getting they're giving you money for free almost. So the cool thing about this is that if you don't have the money for the surgery today, you can lock like the deal if you want, because everything is going up, as you can see, gas, food, everything. So if you want to lock a deal because their prices are really like, good, you lock the deal with $500 non-refundable that goes towards your surgery, and you can pay for your surgery right like 21 days prior. What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
Oops, that was me.
Just breaking everything.
I'm breaking everything. 21 days prior to your surgery, okay? So if I'm getting a BBL, well, actually, I'm going to get it for free, but if I would have to pay for it, I would have to pay it in full 21 days prior to my surgery. But with the financial option, you have 2 years to pay for it, and there's no interest rate.
Exactly.
All right. I'll let you go now.
So we were talking about seroma. I think this is a good lead up to another question, because there's a question about complication insurance, but we also have our Pro Care package. So you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so the Pro Care package is similar to some sort of insurance, but also includes things. So includes the non-invasive monitoring of your hemoglobin, which is very important, during your surgery, and then after your surgery, we can check and see how your blood levels are, make sure you don't need blood transfusions. If you need a blood transfusion, then that's also included with the Pro Care package. If you don't take the Pro Care package, then you're gonna have to pay for your blood transfusion, and it could be quite expensive if you need 1 or 2 units or so. Same thing, sometimes you may have a hematoma, let's say, or some sort of problem that requires some IV antibiotics or some immediate reoperation within the first 2 weeks or so. So that's also included. Otherwise, you had to pay a fee for that. Ultrasounds, it's also included. Cell saver, we used to charge you this same amount of money for a cell saver. Now, this will include the cell saver if you have enough blood that we can give back to you. So all of these things are part of the Pro Care coverage. And it is something that otherwise, you're gonna have to pay on your own. And I think because it's costly to us as well, but we try to make it so you can have you covered. At least we can cover part of the cost, and then that's what you should consider. But just the hemoglobin monitoring is worth it, because we can really, really tell and maximize. And it's not just the hemoglobin. It measures a lot of other things like your hydration status. So it tells us if you need more fluids or you are okay. And that's very important around surgery time. So, it guides the anesthesiologist. And this is some technology that it's not very common. Very few people uses actually this technology.
Yeah, it's above and
use
beyond.
it well. So we have a lot of those things that we do here at Top Aesthetics. We monitor your vital signs, and we get updates in our Apple Watch, in the phone, just to see how your vital signs are going while you are here with us at the hotel. Another important reason to actually book the hotel with us, just because we're gonna be monitoring you 24/7 for the first 2 or 3 days, and then after that we'll give you the necessary care while you are in the hotel, that we are around there. So the massages are included, the transportation is included, all of that. So premium stay package, pro care package, pro care coverage.
I think all these just give you a better peace of mind coming in that you're covered. It's going to help with your recovery also, knowing that you have everything covered, that can happen, and so I think it's good for that. And
Believe me, there's so many details that you have to prepare for when you're considering this type of surgeries that we made it easy for you. We included everything, and we made it at a price that I can guarantee you're probably not gonna get something on your own cheaper than this. So we made it so we can get the most affordable for you, including all these, and the level of safety that we have is much higher than pretty much in any other practice, even at the hospital. So we can achieve all this, it has a little bit of a cost, but we transfer a lot of the benefits to you, so guarantee the results, the safety, the quality of work, and the quality of care. You will not get it for this price anywhere, guarantee.
Okay, so that's the answer for that. Now, about all the patients that are asking for pricing, um, just remember that if you're interested about pricing, send us, fill out our free online consultation form, just like Cecilia is gonna do right now. And you send us your pictures, you send us a little bit of your history. We evaluate it, ourselves, doctors see it, and approve you for the procedures we think are pertinent. And then you get a quote for the procedure or combination of procedures that's right for you. You get that on an email, and that's how you get pricing. Because if we give pricing right now, it may not be applicable to you. You may not be a candidate. You may need something else. You may need a combination of things.
Sometimes patients say, what's your pricing for a breast augmentation? Well, guess what? You don't need an augmentation. You need a lift.
Exactly.
And an augmentation. So price will be different. So we'll give you the price for a breast augmentation. It wouldn't be fair because that wouldn't be the price. Same thing, well, I need a price for a tummy tuck. Well, you might need a circumferential body lift or a fleur-de-lis tummy tuck. Who knows?
That's why you may not need a tummy tuck.
Or you
may
might
just need lipo.
Correct. So that's very important that you send us your photos so we can take a look at it, and then we will recommend you. And we do that for free. So that's pretty amazing,
So they asked to go back to the BMI question. So again, we can go up to 40 for liposuction, 32 for tummy tucks.
39.
39, good point. And 32 for tummy tucks, okay?
Usually. But remember, it's not only about the number, it's about your fat distribution. If you have all the fat concentrated in your tummy, you're probably not gonna be a good candidate for a tummy tuck until you're at a BMI of 27 or less. If you have, big thighs and a small tummy, then you could be even a candidate for a tummy tuck with a BMI of 34, 35, who knows? That's why it's so important that besides the BMI number, you send your information with pictures so we can actually see the fat distribution and recommend further.
Okay, one more thing that they were asking before. I hope that girl didn't leave. She's from Canada. She was asking, I'm a little bit concerned because it's a long travel. It's a long flight. I'm going to be here. Is everything okay then to fly back home after, the stay premium package? Is that dangerous, me going back to Canada? What do you think, doctor?
Yeah. Well, first of all, 90% of our patients come from even farther than Canada. All the way to the west of the United States, which is sometimes even areas from Washington, Vancouver, Washington State, Vancouver, all the areas far away. They come here. We have prepared our system to make it the safest thing for you. And usually, if you stay here for about a week, it's safe to return pretty much anywhere. And if we don't feel like that, you may extend your stay here for a little bit longer. But usually, this premium stay package, which is 6 nights, 7 days, is enough for you to recover, even if you have that. And if you're coming from Spain and Barcelona, it's the same because you're kind of same distance, like 7-8 hours from here. But yeah, so we have a very well system organized, and we are only gonna let you go back if we feel like it's good and you're doing great. We are located in South Florida, Fort Lauderdale, about 20-25 minutes from Miami.
Okay, how many massages do we recommend after a procedure? For example, after a tummy tuck or after lipo. I usually recommend 10 massages, ideally within 14 days of the procedure. Now, you already get 3 of them with us with your premium stay package. So then you need to find a place locally that you can give you 7 more. And a lot of these places give you packages where you buy a certain number at a discount, and it really helps with swelling and really adds to your recovery and your results. So I recommend 10 massages at least, and then more if there's still swelling and you think there's a benefit.
She's from Algeria.
Oh wow.
Amazing. So massage is very important after surgery.
Okay, can a guy get pectoral implants?
Yeah, that's a good question. Pectoral implants work good for guys, but you know what? Something that works better before going to pectoral implants is fat transfer. Fat transfer works great for pecs in guys because
it's also safer. I think.
Yeah, and it's safer than implants, definitely. Pec implants are not like breast implants. They have, a different. They are definitely made different because it's a different type of silicone. It's more semi-solid silicone, and also, it has some sort of complication rate. And because the amount of fat that you need is not so much, then you can actually transfer fat, and it looks amazing. So I will say send your information, and if you're considering pectoral improvement in males, then you should really, really consider doing fat transfer. We'll be happy to guide you through that. Yeah.
Okay, a lot of questions about pricing. So remember, send us your free online consultation form, send us your pictures. We'll evaluate your pictures, recommend a series of procedures or the procedure that's right for you, and you're gonna get the price on your email. All that's for free. So just send us an online consultation form. Are we strict on our BMI, or do we make exceptions? We're pretty strict, I think. Every once in a while, you have someone with a high BMI that carries most of it on their legs or their thighs, and they want something done to their abdomen. Sometimes we've made exceptions, so never say never. But for the most part, this is about your own safety, and we want to make sure we're within those limits for that reason.
But remember, BMI is not just it's the only thing that we look at. BMI is just a number, but we looked at the whole picture. Tell me, are you doctors?
Yes.
Because I'm new here. We are plastic surgeons, not divers. Plastic surgeons.
Okay. Should someone do a tummy tuck or a BBL first? You can do them at the same time, provided you're a good candidate. So send us your pictures and fill out the free online consultation form.
Yes, we do mini tummy tucks. We do mini tummy tucks, regular tummy tucks, extended tummy tucks, pro delete tummy tucks, we do them all. And remember, you can check our YouTube channel that has a lot of information about all of the things that we do, and all this information that we are actually talking to you guys here. It's all in our YouTube channel. So if you check our YouTube channel, subscribe, and look through the videos, we'll answer all these questions. So if you don't get to get your question answered here, check the YouTube channel. You're 100% sure that you're gonna find the information there.
Okay. A lot of these questions are repetitive.
How do we do a consultation form?
Okay, well, do we have we're using all of our phones and iPads here. Do we have a
She has a phone there.
Okay. Can you lend us your
It's a small
phone?
one, but let's see if we can do it.
Okay.
So easy to do a
We'll
consultation
show
with us.
you on Cecilia's iPhone 3.
It's a 3S.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
sorry.
It's actually a Nokia 1100. So there.
Okay, so
It's so tiny.
there you go. We are live, so you can see we're live. Here is, there's a link in bio right there. You just click the link in there. Is it that one? It's the one on top. So the link is gonna take you to our free consultation link, which is the first one right here. You click the first one, and then that's how you do a consultation with us. Fill out this short form.
It's free.
And we get the submission, and you should receive a quote within 24 hours.
Yes, so it's simple, free, effective. There's no reason not to do it. You don't lose anything.
Can I have your names? They're asking.
Dr. Morales, real Dr. Angel.
Magic surgeon.
Dr. Palladino, magic surgeon. Okay? So, can you have your surgery recorded? We do short videos of.
If you agree for us to do social media, then we will usually record videos of your surgery because we're gonna show them in social media as well. A lot of times, remember that these videos don't show who you are. So yeah, so that's the, we definitely just record these videos, and we show them as much as we can show in Instagram and Facebook, but we usually show a lot more in Snapchat. So Snapchat also, it's a way that you can see actually the surgery, how we do it, so it's more like
Yeah, I mean,
permissive.
I don't think we've ever recorded like the whole surgery from beginning to end. That's just a lot of
Yeah, it'll be such a
gigabytes
long, yeah.
of material. But we do short snippets of the, I guess, critical aspects of the procedure. We can share them with you. You do need to sign a separate consent for that.
Okay, so we are plastic surgeons. We have our office in Florida,
Top
in
Aesthetics.
South Florida, Fort Lauderdale. The office is called Top Aesthetics, and Dr. Morales is from Mexico, and I am from Argentina, but we live here in the United States. So come visit us.
Here in the United States.
And we train here in the United States. That's right. And we train together, by the way.
Yeah, that's how we met.
Yeah.
All right. So, I mean, a lot of these. Let's see. Do you know what? Okay. Do you know what PPCM means? Is a person with a past medical history of a recovered PPCM that has been cleared by a cardiologist. I don't know what PPCM means.
Postpartum
Cardiomyopathy?
cardiomyopathy. Maybe?
Well, okay, well, if you've been cleared by a cardiologist, send us your clearance. We'll look at it. We can't promise we will do your procedure. It depends on what procedure you need and what all of your other pre-op lab workup shows. But I would say it's not like an automatic dismissal. If you've been cleared, we'll take a look at it and send you a recommendation after you fill out your free online consultation form. Okay? Price list, financing.
Here.
Do we do revisions for our work if they are needed?
Revisions from.
Let's go live now and then we'll see.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
It's been a few weeks since I've seen you guys.
That is amazing. How you doing?
So I'm out of my faja for today. I know last time I talked to you guys, I was still in my faja.
I know,
I
that's
get you like a good angle.
amazing.
Tummy tuck. My starter's healing very nicely.
Beautiful, really low.
Yep, nice, very low. Let me see if I can.
So we are here in Magic Surgeon, but if you guys want to check out her results, you can go to Top Aesthetics Official, and then you can see, here the results, which are how many? 6 weeks?
I don't think I sent my 6-week pictures though.
Okay,
I was having a hard time having somebody take them.
That's
So,
awesome.
did you have a tummy tuck in addition to something
did.
else or just a
I
tummy
had
tuck?
tummy tuck and then BBL.
Okay. So 6
everything,
weeks ago.
Looks
All right.
nice and natural, but everything's filled out.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm loving it.
How was your pain after the procedure?
What's that?
How was your pain after the procedure?
So I would say I wouldn't rate it more than maybe a 7 the entire time.
That's
I did the Exparel.
Good.
Awesome.
Good choice.
I didn't even need all of the meds that I had. I kind of weaned towards ibuprofen after the first few days. And I was like, I don't really want the narcotics. Getting up and moving, the massages, were a little difficult the first few. But it's like then after the fact, it feels better, And I would say the tummy tuck incision itself wasn't too painful. I think the lipo areas on my back is what
Most people say that. That's very common.
Yeah, that's what's been like and it's not horribly painful, it's just kind of irritating,
correct. Yeah, and the back also hurts. Remember, in tummy tucks, just because at the beginning the positioning is a little bit, you have to be hunched over and your back hurts, and it takes a little while to recover. Plus the lipo, like you mentioned,
Yeah, I think even still now. So it's been with the other woman who was just on. She said she was January 4th, so I was the 5th. So it must be right around like 10 weeks then.
Amazing.
I'm back to work now, but it's like I notice sometimes when I'm sleeping and roll over, it's like the lower back where the lipo. It just is very. You can
can tell the skin is very tight, and it's stretching back out a little, as
That's
you
right.
wiggle and move. But
That's good. That's how this fibrosis is loosening up. How many massages did you do?
I did a package of 10 once I got home.
Awesome.
And
Plus,
how long before you
my
thought you were
massager,
ready to
she
go?
also,
I'm sorry. No, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. She was doing like an extra training. So one day I got like a 2-hour massage session, while she was like learning
Good.
extra tips and tricks. And I'm like, hey, I'm learning right along with you.
That's
So
awesome. That's awesome.
that was, yeah.
How long before you were ready to go back to work or school?
So I, based on like, I guess your guys recommend, like, was the full like 8 weeks. And the first couple days, I did okay. I am a nurse. I'm on my feet for like 12 hours. My faja kept me nice and comfortable. I wore my compression socks still, Sometimes I wear them at work just to begin with.
Good.
But I think, like, I could feel the muscle repair, but everything else was fine. I was back to normal life, taking care of my 3 kids, doing it. But every now and then the muscle repair, I'm like, oh, it's a little, I'm doing a lot of bending, moving. Like, it's still a little irritated, but
You're very early though, so you're doing great.
and that's why it's like, even though it looks so nice, I still gotta think it's like this is a major surgery. This is still very early on.
Absolutely.
Very early. It's
Absolutely.
just like the other woman was saying too, like that area. I'm like, oh, sometimes that's where it's. I want to put my compression on and compress extra. Right
I know
there.
it's very important. Also it's very common in that area because now we pull the skin, so your skin is much thinner. So anything that happens inside your belly, like in your stomach and around your organs, and even the visceral fat, you're gonna see it more obviously. So that's why patients that gain weight after tummy tucks, they end up seeing the fullness on top of the belly button just because that area expands a little bit more. So that's why we always say, it's very important that you control your weight, you keep, losing weight even after this. And
I'm down about 12 pounds.
that's amazing. That's
so
great.
I don't know if part of it is because my abdomen is just so tight. Like I don't have room to eat crazy amounts.
That is absolutely. I take advantage. Yeah.
I had worked out quite a bit, lost quite a bit of weight first, and then I'm like, okay, and I know this isn't for weight loss, but it's like some of the fat that was taken too was transferred. So
Well,
I'm gonna still lose 12 pounds after.
I don't remember if we told you how much, but if I'm not mistaken, we probably remove 4 to 5 pounds, and that is just the tissue that we remove. Once you lose all the swelling and all the weight, you're definitely going to be 4 or 5 pounds lighter. Now, on top of that, now you look amazing because it looks like you lost 20 pounds or 30 pounds, literally. So you continue to lose weight, it's going to show you off results. The same way, if you gain weight, you show it more. When you lose weight, you show it more. And the patients are concerned sometimes, if I lose a lot of weight, I'm going to have saggy skin. After tummy tucks, you won't, believe me. And your tummy will be so flat that it's going to be amazing.
I went back to the gym once so far. Just
Good.
Did some walking on the treadmill, a little bit of light elliptical. I noticed still like if I am moving a little bit, it's like my butt hurts a little bit as it like triggers. But it's all part of the process.
That is absolutely right. When you do this, every once you go back to exercising, it's gonna take you a little time to feel. Like patients that do breast implants, it's the same thing. They feel like a little strange at the beginning, but if you did lipo and if you did a tummy tuck, start small, start slow, like you're doing. The treadmill, a little bit of elliptical, advance every week a little bit more. And always in the limits of pain. If it hurts, don't do it. Wait another couple of weeks, then try it again. That's the usual recommendation.
With the muscle repair, it's like, at this point, is there really like a limit of what you should be like lifting? Or, I'm not going to go weightlifting and whatnot.
Correct.
I don't feel as strong, if I'll pick up something heavy, I'm like, ugh,
I think,
you're
right, you're going to have to wait a couple more weeks, wait about 8 weeks, and then start slow. You can try to do maybe a little bit of core exercises, but I wouldn't go straight down to sit-ups. I will do something maybe like planking or doing things like that are, and see how you feel. And then if you feel good.
While I was there, I tried like one plank. I'm like, okay, so I can activate the core, and it doesn't really hurt.
Correct.
It feels weird, but
Yeah, it goes slow. Try it try it in this, progressively throughout the next few months. By 6 months, you should be able to do everything you were doing before with no problems. So yeah, but it takes you a little. But you look amazing. Turn
so
around one
glad.
more time. Let us see a little bit more.
All right, let me get you a little bit further back so you can get like the full.
I pinned here the comment in Magic Surgeon. If you guys want to see the results, Top Aesthetics official. That's amazing. 5 weeks,
Great.
6 weeks.
So
That's
my
good.
scar is
Yeah.
so low. It wraps beautifully, like you
That's
never even imagine.
that's
My
awesome.
belly button healed so nice.
You really
It
wasn't
was a little,
seriously.
the
Perfect,
process
yeah.
was a little strange as it went through.
It looks amazing. It looks amazing.
Yeah, you look great. It's gonna
I
get
have
better
like
and
a
better.
little tiny, you know how they say like the dog ear over here? Like
Yeah.
you can tell that's where the incision had ended, but it's flattening out quite a bit.
Yeah.
Even where the drain was, that's healed up pretty good. So
At this stage, it's very common to have that, but most likely you won't need even a revision or anything. It will definitely go away.
Even bad enough that I would need it because I don't mind the way it looks now. So if it even if it goes away more, then I think I should be good.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. And
This
thank-
side is like you can barely see the first few inches already. Like
Yeah,
from here,
yeah.
It's fading pretty quick,
that's very, very good. Are you using your biocornium cream? Are you using the scar cream
Yeah.
or?
Yeah.
Okay, great. You can always add the silicone sheets, like the taping, so you can use that as well if you want to. But you're healing great. How was the hotel? Or the experience, with the massages and the care and all that?
I liked every part of it pretty much. From like the check-in was nice and easy. There was a gentleman that helped us check in. Okay, here's the rooms. We got Instacart like groceries delivered. That was pretty easy. The breakfast. The first day I was a little confused on like the breakfast. Like, do I go down? Do I order? Do I tell you guys my room number? Like, how do we do this? But there was a nice woman who was actually, there too for her procedure the next day. She's like, are you with Top Aesthetics? So she helped us out. She's like, here, fill out this paper. And then
Awesome.
from the days after that, the recovery assistants would usually text me in the morning, hey, do you want breakfast? We'll bring it up to you. So I'm like, okay, cool. The breakfast was good. One of the elevators was down, so we had a little bit, I had to practice my walking.
They have 4 elevators, but 2 are down because they use it for maintenance at the moment, and then the other 2 are they usually one's open to the public, and then probably one was down that day. So
I said, well, I'll just have to walk a few more steps to the other one. It's nice to be. I would walk out of the room and just rest on the railing.
Yeah.
That was like the perfect height to try to straighten up just a little bit, and it gave you support to stand on. You could just watch everything going on.
that's
The
good.
rooms were nice, like spacious.
Who traveled
I
with
think
you?
everything was pretty. I went out and sat by the pool on probably the 3rd day or so. Just sat by the pool, enjoyed the scenery. My post-op too, just going right downstairs for that.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yes.
And you brought a companion?
I did.
Who came with
Actually,
you?
my younger sister.
Okay.
So she helped take care of me.
That's awesome.
And it's
That's awesome.
The medical or like the recovery assistants, they would say, oh, this. I'm like, I know which meds I have to take. I know how to give it. I give injections all the time. I'm like, thank you.
Well, it helps when you're in the business, when
Yeah.
and you're in the field. So
but they
that's
were very
great.
sweet. They were good. Do you want to take a shower? Like, what can I help you with? They had the bed positioning, because I didn't bring a step stool and I'm only 5'1". It
Yeah.
didn't say it. And I'm like, do I really need it? How do I pack a step stool in a suitcase?
I know, that's right.
So she was able to push the mattress out just enough so I could use that as a step to get up into the bed. And I'm like, yeah, short person with tummy tuck, yeah. You might want to pack that step stool, the little floating
Listen,
one.
just that particular piece of detail, that if you're coming on your own to a place and the mattress is high and you're not with people that actually do this all the time and know those little tricks, it could be like a huge difference between not knowing that little trick or knowing that little trick. And there are so many of those little details that's one of the reasons why we created this premium stay package, because it's unbelievable when you're stuck with something. You know, patients sometimes end up coming to sleep in the couch because they can't reach the bed. And you, when you are with us, then you know we know all those little tricks that will help you. So yeah, well, I'm not sure, but we're about another minute. So in terms we get cut off, thank you so much for letting us know. Yeah, that's it. So we got cut off. So it's an hour.
It went by quick.
Wow. But we got good interaction. Patients that had recently had surgery, they were able to share their results. I think this one is kind of can't add anybody there because I can't see anybody. But I hope you guys have learned something. We will continue to answer questions on our DMs. So if you have a question about that we didn't answer to you, just DM us. And remember to check the YouTube channel. We have a bunch of videos that we record on the YouTube channel. We had today, remind you, we talk about the mesh. So we're gonna post this video in our live. So if you wanna know about the mesh for the breast, the internal bra here, just watch the video again. Look where we are showing you the mesh. And I guess,
All right.
we are saying goodbye until next week.
Thanks, everyone.
Keep in touch, send us your questions, and we'll keep informing you so you can come to surgery well informed.
Hasta la vista.
Hasta pronto. Awesome. Very good.
Che, ¿cómo
Yes, sir,
esta?
hold
¿O
on.
es too much? De foto. Sorry.
More information. Okay, bye-bye.
¿Por qué no